Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today I got another quick little gear review for you. So if you've watched any of my recent videos, you know that I recently acquired some body armor, and I'm incrementally over time building that out with the gear that should be attached to the plate carrier. In my last video I talked about some ammo pouches. In today's video I want to talk about an individual first aid kit that I have that I'm going to go ahead and add to that armor. So this is a Condor bag, and it's not a recent purchase. I've had this bag for probably about 2 years now. It's normally attached to my range bag, but now I'm going to attach it to my new armor. Now what's interesting is this bag, I really love this bag. The quality is really good, and it's interesting because I just recently reviewed their ammo pouches, Condor's ammo pouches, and the stitching on them was horrible. This pouch is really nice. You know, the stitching's really straight. It's just infinitely better than those ammo pouches were. So I'm not sure if their quality control has slipped over the last couple of years, or if I just got lucky with this bag. Maybe it's made in a different location by different people, but this bag is really nice. It's high quality. It's multicam. The fabric's nice and heavy, similar to Condor, I think. I don't know if it actually is or isn't. But yeah, it's been a nice bag, and like I said, it's been out to the range quite a few times. There's some dirt on there, and it's held up really well. I have it attached to my range bag is actually a backpack, and I have it attached to the MOLLE webbing on that backpack. So it's a tear-off bag, and what that means is there's a panel on the back with Velcro, right? And so if you needed to remove it from whatever you had it mounted to, it just tears off. So you undo this strap on the front, and there's a grab handle that you can get a hold of, and it just tears off of the panel like that. Okay, the panel itself, again, there's Velcro, that's the tear off, and then there's a securing belt to keep the pouch from coming off. There are a couple of D-rings on the top, and I'm honestly not sure what those are for. I don't know if you would put like a shoulder strap on there or something, but I haven't actually used those, but they're there if you need them. What I've used is the MOLLE, right? And there's two straps. They got snaps at the bottoms, and they're double thickness, so they're nice and stiff. And then you've got the webbing in between to do all the weaving. And it's just a really secure way of fastening the bag to your person. As for the bag itself, Velcro on the back for the tear off. You got a carry handle. It's just really easy. You can rip it off of yourself and toss it to somebody if they need it, you know, or if you've got a medic working on you, they can just pull it off of you, and they have easy access to what's inside. To get inside, there's a zipper with two zippers and little pull cords. The zipper is nylon, but it's pretty sturdy, and I haven't had any issues with it. Granted, I haven't been in and out of this bag a whole heck of a lot, thank goodness. Right? Haven't been shot yet, knock on wood. There's some Velcro, so you can attach. So I've got just like a little red cross to indicate it's a med bag, but I guess you could put blood type or whatever on there. I'm not sure what you might use that for. There is MOLLE loops, so if you wanted to stack stuff on top of it, you could. So let's take a look inside. It's organized really nicely. So there's actually 3 compartments inside. You've got this little zippered bag over on the end. You got a middle compartment with a bunch of elastic loops to hold stuff in place. And then this compartment, there's some more elastic loops. And then there's a couple of actual divider pockets inside to organize your gear. Now, what goes inside one of these is sort of an individual preference. I guess if you were in the military and you had a medic that was gonna provide treatment, they would probably specify what they wanted in here. You know, these bags are really not intended for self-care, but for somebody else to work on you and provide them with the tools to do that, right? So, you know, if you had a medic, they would probably specify what they wanted in here and how they wanted it packaged in here. Personally, I just went in and put stuff in here that I've seen from other channels, other medics, that they've kind of recommended, and I've got most of what should be in here in here. So we'll start over here at this little bag and we'll unzip it. I've got a triangular bandage, some medical tape, and some nitrile gloves. Now all of this stuff that's in here I've sourced from different places and over an extended period of time. You know, this stuff is actually pretty expensive, so I didn't get it all at once. I just didn't have the money to do that. So you'll see different brands in here, and I'm not going to recommend one over the other. Again, I've never had to use this stuff, thank goodness, but it's all pretty high quality stuff. In the middle compartment here, I have some compressed gauze, so there's 2 of those. I have a cat tourniquet. I have a second cat tourniquet. Underneath the bigger elastic loops, I have an Israeli bandage. Okay. Running out of room on the table here. If I go to the end pouch, of course we've got some trauma shears in there. This little guy right here, I would never attempt to use because I have no idea how to use it, but it's in there in case somebody else does know how to use it. They can use it on me. But this is, let's see, what is it officially called? 14 gauge, 3 1/4 inch needle decompression kit. So I think what this is for is if you have air building up inside of your lung cavity, you can use this to release that air to allow you to breathe, right? But again, I have no idea how to use this, and I would never attempt to use it. But it's there, and it's actually got instructions for use. It's a little bit of a scary device right there. I've got a Sharpie, and to go along with it, a couple of casualty cards. So whoever's working on me can note down what they've done. And then in this pocket I have some quick clotting gauze. And then finally the last item is a chest seal, right? No occlusive dressing. And there's 2 of them actually inside of this. So this would be for like a chest wound, right? And that's it. That's what I've got inside of my individual first aid kit. One thing that's not in here that I probably should have is a nasal pharyngeal airway. I don't have that in here, but I'll get one eventually and put it in there as well. But as you can see, you know, the pouch, it fits a lot of stuff to cover a lot of the worst situations that you might run into. So that's it. That's what's inside my individual first aid kit, or my IFAK. I'll go ahead and put all of this stuff back in here, and then I'll go ahead and show you how I intend on mounting it on my plate carrier. All right, so I've got it mounted on my plate carrier, and I've chosen to mount it to the rear of my left magazine pouches. And like they say about the best laid plans, you know, I thought I was going to be able to get to it there, but the reality is I'm not double jointed enough to reach the buckle on the strap that secures the pouch to the tear-off panel. So if I had to get this off, I would not be able to. And I don't really like that. But I'm not sure where else to put it. Now, I do know that the IFAK is not intended for self-aid, but I feel like I should be able to access it, and the way it is right now, I can't. But I don't know what else I can do to maneuver it into a position where I could get to it. You know, everything in setting these plate carriers, up is going to be somewhat of a compromise. And I've tried to prioritize keeping the front of it open so that I can better able to get into the prone position. But because I've done that, you know, it pushes everything back to where I can't necessarily get to it. So for now, that's where I'm going to leave it. But I think I'm going to have to work on that a little bit. Because like I said, I feel like I should be able to get to it, and I can't. If there was enough adjustment in that strap where I could get the buckle down at the bottom, I would be able to undo it then, and then I can probably tear it off. But there's not, right? The buckle's towards the top of the pouch. Now I guess maybe I could mount that panel on there upside down, and then that would put the buckle towards the bottom. And I may try that out. But for now, it's on there. It's comfortable. It's not restricting my movement in any bad way. It's actually kind of a nice armrest, and I can imagine if I had my weapon, you know, my tricep is basically resting on that med pouch right now. So for now, that's where I'm going to leave it. And yep, that's it for this video. I've got my plate carrier, my armor, 6 magazines, and an IFAK. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do next. Actually, I am sure. I'm going to get a 2-point sling for my rifle, and I'll make a video about that sometime in the near future, hopefully. So for now, thanks again for watching. Click the like, subscribe if you want to see more, and have a great day.